Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Friday, May 24 spoilers. Molly's nightmare scenario. Sonny news spreads. Liz spills too much to Portia. General Hospital, EHS spoilers for Friday, May 24, reveal that Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, will wonder if Stella Henry, Bernie Watson, could do something for her, so that might involve some way to honor Gregory Chase's, Gregory Harrison, memory now that he's gone. Both Stella and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, will comfort Tracy as she mourns the loss, especially since she would have liked to be more than friends with Gregory if the circumstances had been different. At Bobby's Violet Finn, Jeffiel Love will worry about forgetting her grandpa, but Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, may promise that they'll always tell stories about Gregory and keep his memory alive. At Kiev, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, will remain on edge over Hamilton Finn's, Michael Easton, drinking, so she'll open up to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, about her concerns. That could prove to be a mistake since Portia is one of the hospital's co-chiefs of staff. Liz will push Portia not to make her regret confiding in her. However, Portia may find herself worried about Finn going off the rails, which could affect his patients and the hospital's reputation. At the very least, Elizabeth will put Portia on high alert when it comes to Finn's sobriety issues, so that could add to the problems in her relationship. Meanwhile, Finn will seek a favor from Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, who's been doing his best to support his brother during this difficult time. Chase may step up for Finn in yet another way as they continue dealing with the aftermath of Gregory's demise. At the hearing in Albany, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, will argue that she would have proceeded differently if she'd had all the information, like the fact that Iva Jerome, Maura West, was her accuser based on Fergus Fearn's, Lane Davies' new admission. While Alexis continues fighting to get her law license back, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, will go on a sweet date together. As they sit at a table outside Bobby's, Molly will smile over some nightmare scenario that she doesn't even want to think about. It sounds like TJ will joke around about some parenting crisis that could happen and amuse Molly in the process. Of course, it'll be no laughing matter if Molly and TJ become privy to the scary Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bennard, display that Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, witnessed, so stick with us for predictions on what'll happen as the news spreads. General Hospital spoilers say TJ and Molly will eventually get updates on how close pregnant Christina came to a dangerous situation, so stay tuned for the drama that'll result. The sun dipped low over Port Charles, casting long shadows over General Hospital as another dramatic day unfolded. Inside the bustling hospital, the atmosphere was thick with tension, secrets, and unexpected revelations. The date was Friday, May 24, and the residents were bracing themselves for the impact of the latest twists and turns. Molly Lansing Davis found herself in the throes of a nightmare scenario. Ever since she received the devastating news about her fertility issues, she had been spiraling into a state of despair. She had hoped to start a family with TJ Ashford, and now that dream seemed impossibly far away. Molly's struggle was not just physical but emotional, as she grappled with feelings of inadequacy and fear of disappointing TJ. That morning, Molly had an appointment with Dr. Randolph. She sat in the sterile exam room, her fingers trembling as she waited for the doctor to enter. Every tick of the clock on the wall seemed to echo her growing anxiety. When Dr. Randolph finally stepped in, her face was somber. Molly braced herself. "Molly, I wish I had better news," Dr. Randolph began, her voice gentle but firm. "We've reviewed all your tests and it seems your condition is more complex than we initially thought." We're looking at a challenging path ahead if you want to conceive." The words hit Molly like a ton of bricks. Tears welled up in her eyes, but she fought to keep them from spilling over. "What does this mean for TJ and me?" she whispered, her voice cracking. Dr. Randolph reached out, placing a comforting hand on Molly's shoulder. "There are still options, Molly. It's important to explore every avenue and keep hope alive." Meanwhile, in another part of the hospital, Sonny Corinthos' latest predicament was the talk of the town. News of his involvement in a high-stakes legal battle had spread like wildfire. As one of Port Charles' most influential figures, Sonny was no stranger to controversy, but this time it was different. His enemies had managed to corner him in a legal trap that threatened not only his freedom, but also his family's future. Carly Corinthos stood in Sonny's office, her expression a mix of worry and determination. "Sonny, we need to get ahead of this. The media is having a field day, and the kids, they're starting to hear things." Sonny rubbed his temples, the weight of the situation evident on his face. "I know, Carly. I'm working on it. I've got Diane on it, but this is a mess. Whoever's behind this knows exactly where to hit." As the power couple strategized, the hospital's halls buzzed with whispers and rumors. Sonny's situation was on everyone's lips, from the nurses at the station to the patients waiting in line. Among them was Elizabeth Weber, who found herself inadvertently caught up in the drama. Liz was in the break room, taking a moment to catch her breath, when Portia Robinson walked in. The two women had a cordial relationship, but today, Liz felt the need to confide in someone. The stress of juggling her responsibilities and the recent upheavals in her life had taken a toll. "Hey, Portia," Liz began hesitantly. "Can I talk to you for a minute?" Portia looked up, her curiosity piqued. "Of course, Liz. What's on your mind?" Liz took a deep breath, her eyes darting around the room, as if to ensure they were alone. "It's about Sonny and Carly. I overheard something I probably shouldn't have." Portia's eyebrows shot up. "Liz, you know how sensitive this kind of information is. What did you hear?" Liz hesitated but then spilled the details. "There's more to Sonny's legal troubles than what's being reported. I heard Carly talking about someone from their past resurfacing, someone with a serious grudge." Portia's expression turned serious. "Liz, this is huge. We need to be careful with this kind of information. If it gets out, it could make things even worse for Sonny." As the two nurses discussed the implications, the hospital's intercom crackled to life, calling Dr. Robinson to the ER. With a final warning glance at Liz, Portia hurried off, leaving Liz to mull over the potential fallout of her loose tongue. Elsewhere in the hospital, TJ Ashford was on his rounds, but his mind was on Molly. He had noticed her growing distance and was deeply concerned. He knew today's appointment was crucial, and he feared what the outcome might be. As he passed by the nurse's station, he caught sight of Molly exiting Dr. Randolph's office, her face pale and eyes red-rimmed. TJ rushed to her side, his heart pounding. "Molly, what happened? What did the doctor say?" Molly looked up at him, her composure finally crumbling. "TJ, it's not good news. We might not be able to have children." The weight of her words hung heavily between them. Teague pulled her into a tight embrace, his own eyes brimming with unshed tears. "We'll get through this, Molly. Together, no matter what, we'll find a way."